Hello everyone, and welcome to Em's Flavor Stage. Today, we are going to be doing a lasagna, and FYI, this is my very first video. So, we may have some, I don't know what to expect, but let's just know that there's going to be yummy, flavorful food. You're going to learn a new recipe, and we're going to have a good time, all right? So, a little bit about me. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2 children. I have a beautiful 14-year-old daughter and a very handsome 13-year-old boy. I have a wonderful husband. I have a dog, a cat, 5 rabbits, and a baby turtle. So yes, it stays very busy here in the Potts household, and there is never a dull moment. I'm also an actress. When I am acting, I work for a murder mystery company. So it's more like it's a murder mystery dinner kind of setting. And I do that maybe like 1 to 2 times a month. So it's something that I really enjoy. Another thing about me is that on this channel, there's gonna be times where I could be my normal self. There may be times where I'm a character. Because I'm on that main character energy, okay? So, as I said, I love to act, I like to have fun, I like to make people laugh. I am not a professional by any means, but I'm just a girl who loves to cook, all right? So, what we're gonna do now is I have already preset some of my ingredients that I need here. I have some of my spices on here, some eggs, onions, and all that. So what we're gonna do first is that we're gonna take a pack of one pound of ground beef, and I have already pre-chopped some bratwurst. Okay, now for my recipe, I like to use the pork bratwurst. So you can use a bratwurst of your choice. There's so many different varieties out there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come on, follow me to the stove. I am going to go ahead and put my pack of, well, let me turn the stove on first. All right, I'm gonna add my pack of ground beef to the skillet. Okay, we're gonna let that come to we're gonna let that cook. Y'all gonna see me moving from side to side. I like to wash my hands a lot. It's just a little OCD with that. So I guess that wouldn't be a problem, right? Because you definitely want to have clean hands when you're working. All right, so let me wash my hands. Today is pretty rainy. It is there's a tropical storm going on right now, Tropical Storm Debbie. So here in South Carolina, it's been raining all day long, but nothing too crazy, thankfully. All right, now that I have my ground beef, I'm gonna go ahead and add the bratwurst to that, because I want these to cook together. All right, so I'm just going to start browning these together, like so. So as far as the bratwurst, I have used 2 sausage links in here. If you like your lasagna meat sauce to be a little more meatier, I'd say go crazy with it. Add 2 packs of ground beef, or add 3 sausage links, whatever you want to do, okay? We're gonna cook this. I'm not gonna add any of the seasonings to it just yet. I just kind of want it, actually no, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder to this. So, let me get my garlic powder. I'm gonna just sprinkle, I'll say this would be like maybe like half a teaspoon. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. The recipe will also be provided for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Again, this is my very first video, so y'all bear with me, okay? So some of the people that I enjoyed watching cooking, I'm just gonna let that cook there. Some of the people that I enjoyed watching cook when I was a kid would be Julia Child. She is an amazing French chef. For those of you who didn't know, who don't know who she was extraordinary. She had like so much charisma. She had a cookbook, she had a television, she had several cookbooks. But she started out with a cookbook. To my knowledge, that's how everything began. I was watching that video show that was on HBO. Watch it if you're into Julia Child and just cooking period. And then she ended up having a cooking show, and this is based on a true story. The producers of the television studio, like, they didn't want to do a cooking show with a woman on it. You know, back in the days, those kind of things were happening. So, but she just had like this charm and charisma to be on TV, to make the dishes that she would make, and she just became a staple in the households of the American women, especially those who were housewives at the time. You know, it was a treat for them to learn how to cook and, you know, learn different things, learn French cuisine and things like that, okay? So, another person I enjoyed watching cook was Rachel Ray, Bobby Flay, who else? Martin Yan. There was a show called Yan Can Cook, and he cooked a lot of Chinese cuisine, so that was one of my favorites. And of course, Emerald Lagasse, okay? And there's many others, but let's check on meat, okay? So the meat is cooking beautifully. Okay. It smells really good, you guys. I feel like the bratwurst adds like an extra level of like, it makes the meat sauce like very savory because it has its own like spices and salt in it. Awesome. All right. Alright, it smells absolutely amazing in here. Alright, so we're gonna let that cook some more. Alright, so I have already cooked the meat. It has been drained, so it's just sitting on the stove for now. Please excuse my dog. He will make some appearances sometimes, okay? Now, what we're gonna do now is that we are going to make our ricotta cheese mixture, okay? So, right now I have about 6 garlic cloves in my bouillon. For those of you Latinos, and some of you may not be Latino and use a bouillon. This is a bouillon. It's what it is called in English, mortar pestle, something like that. So I've got about 6 garlic cloves in here. I love garlic, so I use a lot of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mince this garlic. Oops, some of it is falling out. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna mince really well. When I make the pasta sauce, when I add the pasta to the meat, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this garlic to there to just give it a little bit of an extra kick. Okay, almost there. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get my bowl. I'm going to put, I'd say about a cup of ricotta cheese for right now. Okay, I have the ricotta cheese made with whole milk, but again, you use whatever you want to use. I'll say this right here is about a cup, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. All right. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning blend. And 1 teaspoon of onion powder. It's been kind of stuck on here. Let me get my little spatula. Want to get all my seasonings in here. Don't like to waste anything. All right. Okie dokie. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna add some pepper. Where is my pepper? Here's my pepper. I'm gonna, I guess, I'd say like maybe another teaspoon. Okay, another teaspoon of pepper. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start stirring this. Okay, so that's how everything looks right now. I like to start with the first cup of the ricotta cheese with and do my mixture, and then I want to go ahead and add the second cup. Okay, so let me get another spoon. All right, so I'm gonna add my second cup of ricotta on here. I don't know about you guys, but I like my ricotta to be like in lasagna. I like it to be kind of like chewy. In order to get that chewy texture, you're gonna have to add some egg, okay? So the egg is coming soon. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of onion powder. And now I'm just kind of eyeing it, but you know what the actual measurement would be. Okay, garlic powder. I'm gonna add a little bit more of salt, another teaspoon or so. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more of my Italian seasoning. A little bit more of my oregano. I also really love oregano, so the girl's gonna hook it up. All right. So we're gonna mix this some more. Make sure that you blend everything together. Definitely want to taste your mixture. Hopefully, you know, it isn't too salty. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this before I add my egg to it. And it's perfect. Okay, let me wash my hands. All right, you guys. So now that the ricotta cheese has been seasoned, I'm gonna go ahead and beat 2 eggs and add it to this mixture, okay? So, egg number 1. Okay, I'm trying not to include any shells in there, just saying. Egg number 2. And yes, as you guessed, I need to wash my hands again. I do not like to have eggy hands, and I don't believe in just taking a towel and drying my hands, and I didn't even wash it. It was so dirty. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and beat the eggs. Like so. Oh, by the way, my oven has already been preheating to 375. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my egg to the ricotta cheese mixture. Okay, put that to the side. And now I'm just gonna mix. All right. And now, just for the heck of it, I am going to add the rest of the little bit of the ricotta cheese mixture that I have. The reason that I'm doing this is that just in case, as I am putting the ricotta in between the layers of the lasagna and I feel like I don't have enough cheese, I like mine very cheesy. The recipe is gonna tell you exactly like what to use, but like I said, you can always like alter your recipe to how you like. I want a little bit more cheese in here, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the garlic that I minced and I'm going to add that to this mixture. So I'll say in this mixture, we're gonna have about 2 minced garlic cloves. As you can see, I'm gonna add that because I also like the mixture to taste very garlicky. I'm a garlic lover, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix that. And I feel like I want a little bit more pepper in there, so I'm just gonna add a dash of extra pepper, okay? All right, so that's pretty much mixed. I'm gonna set this aside.